At Halliburton Labs, my role is executive director. My focus is on our investments and our external engagements. And so work a lot with the local startup community here in Houston, also with the startup community around the country, around the world. Before Halliburton Labs was even an official public thing, was having some conversations with the Village Insights team about this idea of community and how we might be able to play a more active role. The thinking around kind of how Village Insights could help us was really rooted in this hypothesis that there was a need for more active engagement around the energy transition startup community. And so recognizing that there was an increased interest in startup activity and an increased support and resources, it became clear, particularly in light of the pandemic as well at the time, we were in the summer of 2020, how to think about engaging people virtually. And so the idea of pulling together a digital community around a relevant topic we thought was a really critical hypothesis and kind of starting point for that engagement. The way things that have always been done as an excuse is something that I really fight against. I call it the weight of incumbency. It's this idea of we've always just done it, it's easy to do it that way, but circumstances are always changing. And so we should constantly be looking at and rethinking the whys behind the things that we do. That idea of innovation should be constantly deployed against process because any incumbent process is rooted in some legacy rationalization, legacy thinking, and immediately, once a process is established, in my view, it's dated, and so should be constantly looked at and improved. And certainly one of the things that helps to drive and facilitate that is a collaborative environment, an opportunity to collide with like-minded people and to share those ideas, and that collective engagement is ultimately what yields really relevant outcomes. Innovation for innovation's sake is really irrelevant if you're not focused on the outcomes. We're thrilled with what's come out of that in our Constellation instance that exists on Village Insights, and are excited about what that's going to bring for Halliburton Labs as we head into our second year.